At least. Nathan, I'll have you check for that.
We are.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So, I'm not going to say very much right away because I believe we're waiting on map pick, which is random map. Hello, Conspree. It's good to see that we've got both teams here. I can't remember. What school are we playing again? Please remind me, Nathan.
West Salem.
West Salem. They've got a decent league team, if I remember correctly.
I can't recall.
Yeah. Beyond that, we should be pretty good to go. Yep, the first map I believe they picked was Ilios. Ilios, very good map. It's a control map, which only has a single objective, where both teams are going to try and take control of the objective. I don't know very much about both teams and their play styles, even though I am a Walden student. I am hoping to see some of the classic plays on this map, things like Roadhog and Rissa, trying to get people off the map. Let me see. Oh, we're starting on, I believe this is called Lighthouse, which is the opening map for this point. Inside of this lighthouse is the objective. Besides that, this should be a good start. Both teams seem to have a very simple balance. It doesn't seem to be very much of a focus on trying to knock people off the map, which is something some teams try and do, where they try and push people off the map for easier times pushing and taking the objective. I'm looking forward to. Oh, we've got a pause.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to seeing both teams. I haven't watched very much of our Overwatch team. I also haven't seen very much of their team at all. Mostly because I don't really watch the games as much as I would like. Overall, I am still looking forward to this. We are paused right now.
We may have a disconnection.
You have a disconnect?
Left the game.
All right. KX Star has left the game. That is good catch there because we are about to start. It's better that we got this now as opposed to when the action started, so that we don't have a pause right in the middle of the action. Luckily, I don't think it should last very long, this pause, at least.
Hopefully not. I mean, you are correct. Get all the issues out of the way.
Yeah. Yes, that would be very helpful, especially considering I believe this match should be quite a fun one. At least I hope. We've got a few interesting picks on either team. It seems like both sides, at least from what I can recall, were going for a very simple, obviously, the role locked now, so there's not much of a choice. We do have our missing player coming back. We were sent back to lobby. All right.
He has returned.
Yeah, he's back. I am hopefully going to see. I'm really hoping to see a lot of knocking off the map. Ilios is very, very known for that.
What is that, like a ring out?
Essentially, they're trying to push them off of the playable area, and which will set them back to the start. All right. The map did change, though. We are now on the temple section of the map, which does have a very big open area near the center, but it is in a downward pit. I have seen a lot of plays on this map happen revolving trying to avoid actually being in the pit, so that should be interesting to watch.
Yes, of course. Seems like that's a very good area for like a big mosh pit type of dealio.
Indeed, it is. We've got this roughly the same composition from last time when the game was paused, except we do see a Widowmaker here. Widowmaker being a very long range, very high precision required champion hero, and it should be pretty close because I see two of them actually, one on
Yeah,
each team. I'm very curious to see how this will go.
that is the only character that overlaps in this match.
Yeah, yes, it is. Aside from, nope, we see Lucio there, the only
Oh,
AoE healer.
true.
Oh, we got good first shots coming in from West Salem. Seems like they are trying to set up generally pretty good. KX Star is very close into the action, trying to get a hook off. A hook is got on that Zarya.
Oh, that is the Roadhog you had mentioned beforehand.
Yes. It's not exactly very great here because there's no way to get people off. Seems like Walden is going very deep in, and the Reinhardt charge going to get the Junkrat.
Oh, but he gets
It's a 1-for-1,
exploded.
but they revive. Walden revives the Junkrat. It is now 5-6. Up. Reinhardt respawning. Walden 3 is pushing forward towards the spawn of West Salem.
Getting some
They are
headway.
trying to push back to the objective. Very unlucky block there by that for that Sigma.
Ooh, they do
X-Star
seem
might be
to
caught out, but it seems like Corndog is up top. Corndog gets the healer, but the sniper gets the sniper there. Seems like there's an advantage. There's an ult coming out from the Reinhardt. It seems like we may have a West Salem has cleared and taken the objective.
they're going to start
I
getting
don't
some
see any
percent on.
character. I do not see any character changes yet. As Walden begins to move forward, Conspree did ult there with the Widowmaker ult, which does show where everyone is on the map. And there is Little Claws dropping the same ultimate Conspree had just dropped a moment ago.
We've got 3 ults on the side
Corndog
of
is
Walden.
down. Walden's has 3 ults, four ults, but Corndog is indeed down. There goes the revive for Corndog. It seems to be Walden has 2 people down, and there is the Sigma ult. Oh, and Sigma ult equalizes the fight as the Roadhog ult pushes them back out of objective 43% to 47%.
We've got 4 dead.
4 dead on the side of West Salem. Doesn't seem like a whole lot is going on right now as everyone reorganizes and regroups. There are 3 ults on the side of West Salem and 2 on the side of Walden 3. Very low percentages on the side of Walden 3 for those who do not have ultimate. I see Conspree is dropping health very rapidly. Reinhardt going in. Very close fight over here. Reinhardt in the heat of battle right now. And Corndog with the 3-man ultimate, that'll stop the push almost certainly.
And Walden
a
already
very
at
deep
90%.
push on Walden's side. Don't think that West Salem will be able to make it back to objective in time. Conspree is down. They did, however, make it to objective. Reaper is on objective. Reaper was surrounded and sadly could not keep objective. That will be the first round of our control map. It is currently 0 West Salem, 1 Walden 3.
Cool.
And we are at the Well, one of the more prominent maps for knocking people off the edge, as the pit down here does indeed instantly eliminate anyone who falls in it.
So that is a bottomless pit.
Correct. I do see a roughly similar composition on the side of West Salem. They don't have very many knockoffs. I do question. Nope, they have swapped up. They've got a few knockoffs. Hopefully they should be able to take advantage of the well as I know Walden is able to. They are very good with that. Very tight corner holding there. It seems like they've got a Sigma on their left side, sung with the Junkrat. And the first And the first casualty of the well as KX Star takes Lukey Boy J into the pit.
West
Very
Salem just
hard edge
attempting
here.
to get in there.
Super Zebra caught out, but Schweidi, the healer, is down on the side of West Salem. It did cap the objective, which means the percentage is going up.
Nothing too major going on here. Just
Oh, that one dude
shooting back
almost
and
got
forth.
pulled into the pit. Seems like Walden is being pushed out of their side of the map and into the pit. There's an ult coming out from Conspree as he begins to lay in. There is a Baptiste ult. For those of you who are less known, Baptiste, this little wall here, anything that comes from that team's side will have amplified damage, which is quite a useful point for pushing and holding off objectives. At the
Ooh,
moment, it seems to be
we've got
one
3
ult.
ults on
Yes,
the side.
one ult on the side of West Salem and 3, as well as 2 high percentages on the side of Walden. I do wonder how they're going to make this push. Almost another casualty of the well there.
That
Horndog
Roadhog seems to be
ulting.
doing a lot of work here.
Horndog's ult.
Yanking them into the hole.
Horndog's ult does indeed find its mark, almost hitting its time limit. Walden does cap the objective. Seems like there is a 2 ult advantage. 2 dead, 1 dead on the side of West Salem. Seems like we've got I'm going to get into the Sigma view here. Really trying to push that corner. You can kind of see that Walden is trying to hold this choke point, trying to keep them from pushing too far up. Sigma may ult here, though.
They're pushing up.
Oh, Sigma ults. That's everyone caught in that ult. Kind of see the outline through the wall. I apologize. Up, and the return ult from the team of Walden 3. All of their ults are coming out, though, and there are still ultimates on the side of West Salem. They are pushing in, though. Walden does seem to have the upper hand as they are continuously and just generally pushing forward.
Only 20% left.
Only 20% left, indeed. Hunspree is down. Reaps may go down here, but he did back up, so he should be fine. Will West Salem make it back to objective? Reaps does get a good ult off in the back line, gets 3 kills and is on objective.
Triple, quadra kill.
4 kills on this side, 5 kills. This is going to be a team wipe for West Salem.
Ooh, this
impressive
may be what
work.
West Salem needs.
It might be exactly what they need to be able to keep the objective. But can they hold it for 60%? That's about a minute, I believe. About a minute, maybe 2? Any character changes? I do not see any character changes on either side. I did notice Conspree, however, did swap to Tracer.
Yes, sir.
Seems like this roughly even firefight at the moment. Almost a casualty of the pit. And the Junkrat ult going through the back. No casualties. Pretty even. No one's going down yet. Tracer ultimate not going to find its mark. Corndog is down on the side of Walden 3. It seems like yours truly is in danger, as well as KX Star. We see yours truly pop ultimate. Oh, we got more ultimates. We got a few ultimates. Almost every ultimate on either side popped. There is the supercharger on the side of West Salem. Can they hold this objective for the last 15%? They have a character advantage of at least 2 right now. Shwetty is still alive, barely keeping it together there. Get some view on this. He is healing himself. Seems like they managed to get lucky pick. It is overtime. They do still have the advantage. It all coming out from Walden, though they are still outnumbered. It seems like 6 versus 4 on the side of West Salem. And we get a casualty of the pit as KX Star is knocked in by the Lucio. Boop.
Whoa, we've got kind of a flip here. We've got West Salem at 99% now, and they have secured the objective.
Yes, West Salem really managed to pull that around. Very good. I the Reaper earlier in the early in that round by Reeves, very impressive.
Extremely.
We've got one final map here. It is best 2 out of 3. This is the deciding match. There are a few character changes on the side of Walden, as they have changed both of their tanks and both of their DPS characters. So, for those who are less familiar with the terminology, DPS is damage per second, or basically the damage dealers, and tank is the people who soak damage. With hope, Walden should be able to, hopefully, yes, their characters are generally quite faster. They will make center first. Oh, and there was a very close knockoff for Corndog, as they're beginning to filter into the lighthouse. A few catches by the Winston. What?
Oh,
Two
we've got
people
one off
knocked off for West Salem.
by the Lucio, no less.
Currently 3-6 in terms of characters left on the board for Walden.
McCree view.
They are taking objective. Seems like everything is good for now. Walden did cap first. It seems like they're filtering through. Tracer dashing in, immediately taken out by the McCree. There's a general push here. No ultimates on either side yet, though Conspree is Tracer may get it up early. X-Star does almost have ultimate.
They're all just kind of in there.
KX-Star did ult. KX-Star gets 2 knockoffs there. Going for the third. Got the third. Almost 4.
Whoa.
KX-Star did get taken out, however. KX-Star did get taken out
7
by
dead.
the Reaper, played by Reeves, on the side of West Salem. Seems like there is 50% left for Walden 3. 2 ults left. It seems like West Salem did use 2 different ults in that fight. 3 maybe, but it does not seem like they managed to get very much out of that.
Now, the Reaper ultimate is coming up again. This
Oh,
may
and
be a
the
repeat
quick
of last round.
There was a quick pick on the
Possibly.
side of Walden as Lucio got punched by Doomfist.
That is what fists do.
Corndog is down. It seems like there was a push, a active offensive on the side of Walden as they enter into the coffee shop. Does not seem like there is much of a push now, though, as they seem to have pulled back in favor of, as West Salem has gone forward to try and regroup. Up, and here comes West Salem pushing in for the, really close by the Reaper, almost getting on objective. They are standing on objective. This will cause overtime. The Reaper is getting, and it's 2, 3, 4 down on the side of Walden. Very close call right here. How that one dude is leaving. He did pull back. Walden is forced to pull back. Very good on the side of West Salem. Seems
cutting
like
it very close.
Yeah, it is a very close call on the side of West Salem. In comes the Winston. I do think that they should be able to, and there's a quick pick on the side of Walden. 2 down.
3 down.
4, 5. We're down to Reaper. Reaper is down. That is the whole team on that push. I do not believe that they can make it in time. I believe that that is game 1, map 1.
By the cafe.
Map 1 goes to Walden in a 2-1 very close game. This is the Reaps play. I believe this is the Reaper on the well map. Yes, it is. Very impressive play. It did save their game. That was 4 kills. That was a 4-kill trade. 5-kill trade even. Almost took out the whole team by himself. Very, very good.
Extremely impressive.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. There should be map changes. I believe we have for our next map. It is a assault escort, which is it starts similar to the previous map we just got, where there is a single point to take, but then it does swap into pushing a payload across the map, which is basically trying to push a wagon up a hill, if you think about it. And Walden 3 does get to pick whether they want to be offense or defense here. And they did pick on the side of defense. It seems that they have picked Eichenwald as their map. Eichenwald is very much a difficult opening point to take, but is a bit easier on the way of pushing the payload. I do wonder if Walden will be able to keep that objective, or if they're going to have to do the uphill defense.
Both teams seem to be West Salem now.
It seems that there are some errors as they perform some quick map changes, making sure everything's right. Everything is good. It seems that they fixed all of the very minor issues. Eichenwald is a very scenic map. It looks very nice, but it seems that today we're going to have to watch a lot of people get eliminated here.
Germany.
It is indeed a German, yes. On the side of attack, we have West Salem going to have to push up this avenue. There's not a lot of ways to get past this bridge, which is the only way that you can get around, unless you can manage to come around the back here, which is very, very difficult, or you can go over this building, which only a few characters can do. So this first bridge here is the choke point that West Salem is going to have to utilize, or you don't have to get over to open the game. Seems like somebody on the side of Walden did fall off the map by accident. I will show you what that is in a moment, because there is a massive gap on this side, on the other part of the map. At the moment, it does seem like Walden has decided to go for a team that seems to be focused on pushing people away from the bridge here. I do wonder if West Salem does have a composition focused on trying to get through it as fast as possible. I wonder if the choice of Hammond will... Oh! Early pick by Conspree on the healer of Walden 3.
Same guy that fell off the edge of the map.
It would be indeed. Seems like we've got a pretty even fight over here. There's another pick on the side of West Salem.
And
there's
another
three down, 4 down. This first push might just take the point. 5 down. They killed everyone on point. They're going to take the objective in less than 10 seconds. Very impressive on West Salem's side.
Getting it done quick.
They did it real fast. If you see the road here, you can see the very clear road. This is the path the payload is going to try and come down. But there's the big bridge here with 2 large gaps that can be used for knocking people off the edge. Walden has the access to this tower, castle, sort of construct, to try and assist them in the defense as West Salem is pushing up the road. Neither side did have a character switch as far as I noticed. There's a ult on this, 2 ults on the side of Walden, and there comes the ult from KX Star as he uses the Reinhardt ult to create an opportunity for them to push them off the payload.
4 picks on the side of West Salem.
4 picks for Walden on West Salem. There seems to be a teleport? No. They are pushed back to their spawn, and there seems to be a Hammond up on top of their spawn, trying to keep them from pushing forward.
The gerbil escapes.
Yes, he does not get caught out, which is quite good because that keeps this advantage. Oh, and the minefield drops. They are kind of forced to stand around for a moment and wait for them to either be cleared out, but they did pop it a little high. As you can see, there's a bunch of floating ones a little bit high. Up, Corndog using the ult and getting a pick on the healer as they begin to push the gate. Seems to be 1-for-1, 1-for-2, 2 for... Nope,
Oh,
still
but the
1-for-2
Resource
as
comes out.
KXstar is resurrected. Walden 3 does seem to have a pretty fair advantage at the moment. They did pop an ultimate, but did not use it very much. It
Ooh,
seems like the single ultimate on the side of Walden, which can, in theory, kill every single member of the enemy team at once. But it does seem like West Salem has 4, almost 5 ultimates up. Receiver out forward does come back in time, though. Unspree is in the side with the soldier ult. My ult seems like Lukey Boy J did use their ult. Does not seem to have gotten anyone. Is down. Reaps
and
is
he used
down.
hers,
And a
but they
big ult by
perish.
Little Claws, getting 3 of the enemies. 4 down. 5 down as they are pushed back at this gate. Still 2 ults to 3, though they are at high. Well, Walden is at high percentages to get ult.
West Salem seems to be having some sort of a little bit of an issue here, trying to get past this initial
Seems
gate.
like West Salem is pulling back as the Hammond is causing a lot of trouble, preventing them from pushing. 4 ults. And the Reaper ult,
Ooh,
3 kills on the Reaper ult. And a
big
constant pushing.
plays.
There's
That's
yet
4.
another kill. They are
5.
pushing up this hill. That is almost 6. As Super Zebra is forced to go back to spawn.
5 is almost 6.
Yeah, it is.
But Walden 3 has 5 out of 6 ultimates right now.
Here comes one of the ultimates right now. 2 kills for Corndog with that Junkrat ultimate. 4 total kills. It does not seem like they'll be able to put up much of a fight here, as that is a team wipe. For anyone curious, that little ding sound, if you could hear it, I'm not quite sure if it's picking up on stream, is what happens when a team is wiped. It does seem like they're trying to play a little bit back, at least Walden 3 is. They are using Junkrat, who does have a AoE, area of effect, attack. Oh, and he gets picked while trying to do some, preemptive damage. Big ult from Moira going through. There is a soldier ult, few ults, 3
Well,
ults,
4
almost
down
4.
on the side of Walden.
4 are down for 3 ultimates. This may cause them to get the next checkpoint and give them some extra time to work with. There is still a Baptiste ult for Kyle, that one dude, as well as a ult almost ready on the side of Lil Claws. Reinhardt ult does not seem to have gotten anyone. Very close. 2 kills on this. 2. It's currently 1-for-1. Oh, and there's the mess. Okay. It seems that a few characters were knocked off the edge as Walden uses Hammond, who is a wrecking ball, essentially, to knock them off the bridge.
Has Hammond died once this match?
I
I
do not
feel
believe he has.
what a
Hammond is
slippery
very
little fellow.
fast. I do wonder if they'll be able to. They have 30 seconds left, and there are 5 ultimates on the side of Walden, but the checkpoint is right there. Can West Salem make it through? Very early poke. Seems like the Reinhardt may be going down. 4 are stunned on the side of West Salem. 2 down to 0. 4 down to 0. It seems
Oh, that's
like
another
there
team
was
wipe.
a ult out of Corndog, and the objective is not moving anywhere. West Salem, very good middle of the payload push, got up the whole hill but couldn't quite crest it. I wonder if Walden will be able to take the first point in 10 seconds like West Salem did. Very eerie calm. I'm very used to hearing the sounds of the general just gameplay. We've got about 5 seconds before we see what they've picked for the second half of this map.
Now, how many rounds are in this map?
It only goes until each team runs out of time or overtakes them in fewer time. If you can see up in the center, up top center, you can kind of see that on the red side, which is West Salem, it says 00, 11 or 1 or 11.9.55 meters. The goal for Walden is to try and make exactly about 120 meters up the hill to be able to beat West Salem here. The composition on the side of Walden does seem to be very much similar, but there are two notable changes in the healer being changed from Bap to Moira and from McCree to Tracer. On the side of West Salem, however, it seems they've come for a very similar comp to what Walden did previously, kind of taking their idea almost. But it is very fair. It did work out very well. It does seem like they're having way better success than Walden was holding the objective, however, as they do have 2 kills already. 2 kills for 1.
3. Oh,
3
and Hammond
kills.
goes down.
There goes the Hammond. We didn't see that, I don't believe, at all last section. It seems like West Salem will be able to repel Walden in much shorter time than they were able to hold West Salem. Walden once again using the Hammond to get on objective, kind of splitting their team in half, but he does pull back a bit. Seems pretty close. Early pick on the Little Claws. Let's get some Hammond view. He did get trapped.
Ooh, that's
very unlucky.
The end for our furry friend.
Oh, and Baptiste does put down the ult wall. Will
Ooh, 4
KXR be able to
dead.
get out? No, he's going for the pick and does get one of the picks before being put back down. And there is the Mercy Res for West Salem. They do have still 2.5 minutes to take this point, and they do, I believe, get extra time when they do. However, it does seem a lot closer on this first point than it did before. They are coming around the left side onto the objective. Hammond did ult on point, it seems, but yes, you can still see some remnants of it. They are now pushing them back into the corner. There's a ult from KX Star. Ult from up top. It seems like they're just going to be trading 1-for-1s right now. There's an ult coming out from Conspree. 3 kills, 4 kills, I think. No, only 3. Could still be 4. Ult coming out from the Sigma on West Salem. And there goes KX Star. Very close. Does seem like Walden is repelled once again. Down to 1.5 minutes. It does seem to be Conspree up forward, taking some picks, though he is turning around now. Oh, and there's precise aim on Conspree there. Very much getting down some early poke, trying to reduce the amount of health they have before they hit the objective. He did take a fire wave right in the face. Very close. There's a supercharger from the side of West Salem, though it is gone. 4 people killed by the Tracer there with the use of the pulse bomb. They are going to take objective here, it seems. Does seem like Walden, 45 seconds left on the clock, does take the objective and is now pushing the payload forward. Will they be able to? Will they get caught on this gate like West Salem did? They did do a way better job defending the point, West Salem at least, over Walden. That loss of time may be crippling for Walden. Does seem like they're trying to stay up top, use the high ground to their advantage, as Walden is kind of forced to stand on the point and prevent them from pushing, from coming up and stop it.
They do seem to be just making some steady movements here.
Conspree does get mileage out of his ult, getting 2 kills, still up above. seems like Walden is being pushed back to the gate. Kind of a bit of a karma system there, with both, with basically the same thing that happened to West Salem now being done onto Walden. 3 ults for 3 ults on the other side. High percentages on Walden's side. 4 ults, and we see the Moira ult come out. Big laser beam does healing and does damage, depending on if you are friend or foe.
Mm,
Here, the
yes.
ult from Corndog does get a pick up top. Sigma ult,
Walden 3,
very big
very
Sigma ult.
low.
There seems to be a big, yep, that is about 4 kills on the side. 5, perhaps? No. There are 4
Nearly.
picks for West Salem. They are almost to the big yellow rectangle, which does indicate where West Salem made it. Is West Salem able to stop them, is the question. It does not. Oh, they did make it at 0.36 meters to the point. We do have an incoming ult from the 2 for 2, just using ultimates. Conspree does ult.
Oh, there's 4 dead on the side of Walden. Soon to be 5, perhaps.
They did
And they
make it.
get there anyway.
They were able to take advantage of the close range damage that Reinhardt has to secure the objective. It is now 2-0 maps for Walden. Very close.
Play the game goes to Reaps once again.
This did break the stalemate at the gate, though. I will admit there was very clean play. That was 3 kills, then here's 4. Does he get the 5th? No, I believe the Hammond does make it out. I do believe we have a little bit of a break here. I do have to double check what map is next, what map type is next. It is Escort, which is only the payload mode we saw before.
So this one is just straight payload. Move the cart up the hill.
Yes. I do wonder what map they are going to pick, as most of the maps I know are favored by Walden, but generally I do wonder what map they will pick. There are quite a few available.
How many maps are there in the game, if you know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I know that there are at least 15 to 20. Leaves a very wide selection for them to pick. There are 4 different game mode types. I do wonder, no, they have to play all 4 game mode types. Even if the best 2 out of 3 is met this match, there will still be another match after this, regardless of whether or not Walden manages to cinch the game. Though I do really hope that West Salem does take this win. I do want to see 5 maps. That would be very interesting to see.
There are 21 in the whole game.
21 whole maps.
Yes.
I was just under my estimation. Well, I believe the losing team does choose this map, but the winning team does choose whether they want to offense or defense. I think it may be Junkertown.
That seems to be what's highlighted here right now.
It does seem like it is. They might be taking a break. I'm not quite sure. I do not have all of my updates. Nathan, do you know if there's any updates on the game state right now, or are they taking a break?
As the intel has been provided to me, there shouldn't be a break right now.
Gotcha. All right. Well, if anyone else watching would like to also join in on the break, go get some water, go maybe grab a bag of chips, or, do anything else you need to do. We should have a few minutes to spare.
Perhaps they're just getting some things, sorted out here, maybe talking, amongst themselves, trying to figure out what they want to do.
I believe they are allowed to do role changes, but I'm not quite sure. It is part of the game that you are forced to have 2 support, 2 DPS, and 2 healers, or 2 tanks. I do not know if they're allowed to change it out on the fly, though. It does seem like they picked for defense again. Walden is on the side of defense, and it does seem like they have picked Junkertown. Junkertown is a very defensive map on the second half of it, not very much on the first half, where it's very, very open.
In your professional opinion, do you feel this is an easier defending map or offensive map?
I definitely feel like offense has an advantage, especially if they can get it further in the map. Up past this gate, if the further offense gets, the better chances they have of winning. This area of the map is not exactly the hardest to push, at least in my own personal opinion. It's pretty easy to push through this road here, but getting it through Junkertown itself, through this here gate, is very difficult. It is very tight. There's a lot of upper areas that can be used for hiding or getting extra angles. Well, there is a lot of upper areas here on Junkertown's first section. It is not nearly as tight as in Junkertown itself. It seems like we do have repeat characters in Lucio. It does seem like Super Zebra and Corn Dog. It seems like Super Zebra has swapped. Super Zebra and Little Quaz have swapped roles. Early pick on Conspree there, coming out of the gate. Super Zebra was the Hammond from last game, now playing DPS, and Lil Quaz is playing tank.
We've seen.
In comes the Hammond, pushing out everyone. It seems like everyone's going in on this point. It is a dive indeed. Down with one healer on the side of Walden. KX Star is being pushed back. Super Zebra is pushed almost completely back, being chased by the Tracer. It is 2 down on the side of Walden, 3, and the Mercy is still walking back to the position. They are taking their sweet time. It is 2 for 2. Roadhog holding his own. Seems like Walden is trying to hide out in the house. Close-up view. It does seem like this Roadhog is causing a lot of problems for West Salem.
He does have his ultimate.
Does get a very good hook. Does pop ultimate, keeping the other Winston in the air, juggling him.
That's
very
a
impressive
flying monkey.
It is indeed a flying monkey there. Very big ults on the side of West Salem. Does find 2 targets, including the healer. Does catch KX Star, the man who juggled the monkey.
4 go down on the side of Walden. 3 now.
Yes. It does seem like they're going to make the first point. I do wonder if they'll have trouble in the much, much tighter inside of Junkertown. They pull back up. You can kind of see how tight it is compared to the last map. There's not a lot of places to go and move around. There does seem to be a general position that they're setting up. Junkrat up top drops the ultimate, kills both healers. That may be the whole push for West Salem. There is a Diva ult. Does not find a single kill as they hold the gate of Junkertown the first turn here.
It does seem KX Star has abandoned his Roadhog in turn for a Reinhardt pick.
Yes, that may be a lot more valuable, especially considering how much tighter the map has become, and the shield can take up way more of the alleyways. X-Star's very deep in, might be... Oh, and big Reinhardt ult, though there is a return few ults, no picks, picks 1 for 1. Oh, and a big ult by Super Zebra. 4 kills, as well as a revive on the Reinhardt, who got caught out. It is 6-2 I do believe they cleared everyone out and everyone has respawned.
Walden 3 maintaining West Salem here at this gate.
It's kind of a repeat of Eichenwalde over again, but can West Salem do this in reverse, though? Does not seem very much like much is going on. West Salem does still have the Winston, which is very good for getting all of the very, very low health characters that Walden has. Oh, and Kyle, that one dude might be caught. Does wall ride away. KXStar is now in their team. There is a Moira ult. KXStar is going to go down as they come down the stairs. Few ults used. Kyle, that one does ult, which does save most of the team. Keeper ult comes out. It does seem like they get 2 picks.
4 down on 5.
Picks. It seems like all except for the Reinhardt, whom I believe still did go down, are down right now. They may be able to get it around the corner as a whole. They may be stopped before this truck, though. It's like that Tracer is going to step forward. Tracer does have ult, and they could try to do something. They did ult. Tracer did ult, but did not much came of it. There's a pick on Super Zebra. Ult, Diva ult goes straight up, comes back down. Pick on the healer. It does seem like West Salem has this push mostly in the bag. There's a revive. No, the revive is denied as KXStar is now fighting alone. The second checkpoint is capped, and I have to show you all the rest of the segment. The much more open inner area, the tube, I don't know exactly what the term is for it. I just personally call it the turbine. But there is a big 2 ways you can go through this. There's the little under area here, the up top areas that are not exactly easy for everyone to get to, and the main road. It does seem like that Winston did go in a little too hard there and has to pull back. But Super Zebra is dead again. They do get revived as Winston is now trying for extra picks.
And he gets
2 down
again.
inside of Walden. Or 1 down. It seems they did get the revive off.
Yes.
Diva does lose her mech. It is very close right now.
Now, the open areas seem to be a lot easier for West Salem to,
It is indeed.
movement.
And the Winston is very deep in. Does get picked by the fact that he was, I think, alone up front. Walden does get a bunch of picks. It does seem like, yes, it does seem like there are 4 down on the side of West Salem, with Sweaty being just respawned. I do wonder if they're going to try and hold this gate again. Corndog is holding this gate by himself, might get caught. No, they are seemingly just trying to heal each other up, hiding in there as they keep getting attacked. They are trying to make their way across, however. Once more on the Winston cam. Winston does get a steel trap kill. It is now in the back line. Does ult. Is now going extremely deep in.
He gets Corndog.
Does get stunned as the McCree ult comes out. McCree does get no one as Reaper ults and gets 2, including the ulted McCree. Walden is down 4 players right now. They do get 2 respawns up right here. They may lose Corndog, however. Corndog is down. It is 6 versus 5, no matter how you slice it here. There isn't much left. Another kill on the side of West Salem. The big ult, no kills. 2 kills on the side of West Salem. There's a big ult from Corndog, I believe. Does not go through. No, it does go through. Does not get a kill. Walden 3 is forced to trickle in to prevent them from taking the whole map. Big ult from Lucky Boy J on the side of West Salem. 2 more kills follow it up. They are just trying to keep them off the objective for just long enough. KXStar does get a very good ult off. Doesn't have it. And no, Echo is on the objective. And West Salem secures the 3rd point. Very close game on the side of West Salem and Walden. I believe they had exactly 20 seconds left. once more as we go through the street. I do wonder if Walden will end up getting hung up on the middle road there, like West Salem did for a very short period of time. I do wonder if we will see Tracer again out of Conspree, as Conspree's Tracer is quite good, but I do wonder if we will see. What will we see? Let's see.
We have a Bastion is a new
Yeah,
face.
it does seem like Corndog has gone with Bastion for the second half of this fight here. It does seem like they're confident that he can get on the objective long enough to be a asset to the team. For those who do not know, Bastion does have a turret form where he increases his attack speed and attack damage, as well as his ammo count, making him extremely formidable at the cost of the fact that he can no longer move.
Bastion does have a reputation for being very good.
Yes, he does. I do wonder if they're tunneling up top. West Salem is tunneling up top, but it does not seem like their shields can do much as Bastion lays into them. No picks yet, no significant damage yet. Conspree does drop to half health briefly. The first pick is Super Zebra on West Salem's Reaps, and Corndog does get an additional kill on the Reinhardt. There is a revive on Reaps, and Conspree does get a kill on Super Zebra. Forced onto that corner as Walden goes wide.
They're making terrific headway here.
They're making a terrifically high amount of headway for this very short distance. There's two down on the side of Walden, however, about to be three, potentially four. Four down on the side of Walden, five down on the side of Walden. As everyone is beginning to respond, that is Super Zebra caught out. Now that one dude is, I believe, the one who did not die last. I believe he died first. And I am getting mixed up in my kill order. Two early picks. Yours truly is half health. It might stifle the push
West
there.
Salem.
Three on the side of West Salem.
We've got 3 and a 96%.
West Salem may just have to use their ults to prevent them from getting to this first gate, reducing the time. There's an ult from Corndog for Walden as he gets one kill before being put back down. Two for one in favor of West Salem, though there is a resurrect, so it is 1-for-1. X-Star is kind of out by himself, though the Mercy is trying to prevent him from dying. Salem is trying to push forward, try and pressure them to stay in their spawn. There's an ult out from Super Zebra going for the 76. Does get it. Ult from McCree does not land. A lot of ults from both sides. Baptiste ult now on the field. Reinhardt does get a right kill on the other Reinhardt. It does seem like Walden has the advantage here. It is 1 versus 6. Yes, it does seem like Walden will be able to make it into Junkertown. I don't know if that is faster or slower. I believe it is slightly slower than West Salem, but they do get a time boost. Walden is setting up a little bit forward, trying to get some extra free headway before West Salem can set up properly.
No, this was the big hurdle for West Salem to overcome last round, so we'll see if Walden has the same problem here.
Seems like West Salem is tunneling up on this first bridge. I don't think they want to have to push to them. I think they want Walden to come to them. KXR does get a pick. There's a return pick from Conspree on Corndog. Pretty even. Reaps does get Super Zebra by himself. It does seem like Walden has a disadvantage at the moment, but they are not the ones defending, so they can pull back whenever they really want. And I get the cam view from Conspree, who is 1v1ing Super Zebra right now, does get jumped on by the Doomfist. He is down with ult up, and his ult has saved them multiple times. I am a little bit caught. Give me one moment. There's a Sigma ult. that I just sadly missed. Does seem like they're trying to stalemate it while they wait for Conspray. There is an ult from Reinhardt on the other Reinhardt, but no one else is caught. Kyle That Wonders does die. There's a return Reinhardt ult. 76 does ult. He's getting picks, trying to get behind the shield, but not with much luck. Does not get very much out of that. They are pushing forward. Conspray gets another kill on Super Zebra. Super Zebra did swap from Genji to Ashe. Ashe's ultimate is a bit of a weird one, throwing out Bob, who is a big, essentially a turret, area denial turret. Very helpful, especially with these tight streets we've got. There's 3 ults for West Salem, and there's a pop ult
Moira ult.
from the Moira on Walden's side. Makrida's ult does not get a single kill. Moira is trying to keep active, does get Conspray. Are they going to get the return kill? Does resurrect the Reinhardt and does pull back out. It does not seem like they're going to be able to take this payload any further for now. Lil Claus is a bit forward, doesn't have much support. Is pushing forward right now. Conspray up top, getting some good angles. Lucky Boy J making a big push. Does seem like Corn Dogs is up top. There's a Sigma ult. No one is picked. Kyle That Wonder does get picked by Reaps, though. 60 seconds left on the clock. Resurrect. KXStar's back down. Does seem like the Soldier ults. 1 pick. Is there a second? There is a second pick as the DPS and a healer go down. Yours truly and Zarya. Yours truly is down. The Lil Claus Zarya is also down. They have 40 seconds left, and they have to wait for the respawn timers.
They are all up a game. Going to try again for this payload.
They do have one last push in them. They have 1 ult, 2 if the Super Zebra gets at least 1 hit. They do have 4 ults inside of West Salem. Conspray is down. Reaps does ult. No kill.
Oh, they do only have 9 seconds left.
Reinhardt does ult. There seems to be a big pick there. I'm going to swap to this camera. This one, yes. Sigma is getting a bunch of hits. It does seem like it is 2v5. 1v5. I don't think KXStar or Lil Claus will make it in time. This is, I believe, game for West Salem. 2-1. Walden is still up a map. Corndog gets the ult. A little bit refreshing from Reaps constantly getting the play of the game. Though he did have a few flashy plays, I will admit. Corndog did very much break open this push, I believe. Very momentarily. Reaps with 46 eliminations. Even when he doesn't have the play of the game, he does have a lot of impact on the game as a whole.
Or even when he's not playing his title character, Reaper.
This is very fair. It seems like he's just he's very into it, it seems. At least from what I've noticed, he's very into each fight. He doesn't really seem to back out, as far as I've noticed. That can be a disadvantage, but it seems like he's been doing just fine, so I personally wouldn't complain.
Some would say he goes off.
Yes, they would say that, would they not? We do have Game 4. If West Salem takes this, we go to a Game 5, which is back on the control map from the start of the stream. Assault is very different than the other 2 game modes. Not entirely. It is still kind of like Control, but it is 2 control points in a row, similar to Payload, except you don't have to push anything. This map is picked by Walden, and West Salem does choose whether they want to defend or attack first.
Seems they have Horizon Lunar Colony hovered right now.
Indeed, it is the one that is up right now, but they could still swap it out. Walden is in a bit of a weird spot. I don't know how many maps we've actually lost. This could be our first one. I don't believe it is, but it could be. It is overall a very close map so far, or match so far, being 2-1. We could see a potential reverse sweep from West Salem if they take this map and the next. That would be very fast. There is the pick of Hanamura, one of the game's original maps. It is featured in one of the cinematics, that is what I know. Hanamura Assault is not as tight as Junkertown with some very big open areas, but does have some very much Junkertown-like aspects in the tight alleys at times. I do wonder whether or not West Salem wants to attack first, it seems.
That is strange.
Most teams prefer to defend, but it seems like they're more than happy to attack. I wonder what their plan is to try and break open this game very early. Break it open the map, excuse me. Hanamura has this big opening street area, though this is not very much played in, as this is kind of forgotten in favor of the much better choke point right here, this big gate. There's one way up here, and then there's the way up through here that is only very able to access by those who have mobility, vertical mobility in their kits.
I do believe I saw an alien eating eggs and pancakes.
I do believe that is a Murloc, which is a part of another Blizzard property. I believe that is World of Warcraft. Blizzard loves to spread Easter eggs across their own games from their own games.
Self-promotion at its finest.
Indeed it is. Once they get through this big first gate, they do have to kind of filter in through the back here or through this front gate to capture this little bell temple sort of building. I'm not quite familiar. From the comp, I can tell that they've got a big plan on the side of West Salem, as there is a Symmetra pick, a pick we have not seen yet all series. Symmetra is a very weird pick, capable of putting down a teleporter, closing the gap between specific areas if she can get it.
Is Symmetra still DPS? Because that seems to be Conspree's forte.
That was a controversy a while ago. They did just teleport onto the point. Symmetra did just teleport through the point. Walden 3 has lost
6 people
within 45 seconds from the Symmetra teleport. That was an extremely fast pick, and they're going to teleport again, coming around the left, or coming off the right flank. They're on objective, and here comes the Symmetra ult, which does create a massive wall that enemy projectiles can't go through. 3 kills for 0. 4 kills, 5 kills. Team wipe again on the side of West Salem.
Absolutely insane movements by West Salem.
And there's a sleep in the Hammond, so that is just game. That is the first half of the map in about a minute 20 seconds. They have gained time off of their push from the default starting 4 minutes. That is an absolutely insanely good play on the side of West Salem. I do wonder if Walden is going to try and do that too. Walden does seem to have picked the Symmetra. I wonder if they can pull it off to the same degree that West Salem has. It does seem like West Salem has opted for a similar comp to what Walden was using previously. I wonder if they'll have more effectiveness than Walden did. There is still a unpicked support on Walden's side, though it is hovered and picked Baptiste. Baptiste is a very unique character. I mentioned his ult, I believe, the second map, but he has an ability that creates a little circle, and anyone within that circle who is his teammate does not die if he drops below a certain section of health. At the moment, however, they have swapped for Lucio. Very different comps here. There's still the McCree on each side. Little Quaz
Still
is
hard on each side.
Indeed. Zarya is a very unique character. I wonder if they'll be able to utilize it. KX, Little Quaz does do the teleporter. They do the exact same thing that West Salem just did. Baptiste puts down the teleporter. It is 1-for-1. 3 in the favor of Walden. So it is 3-for-2. There's a revive. 3. It is 2-1. That is the objective. There is no way that they could make the point back. It seems like Walden is trying what they were doing, but trying to be a little bit faster. Though I do believe that they are about 5 seconds of difference in favor of West Salem still. Lil Quaz does not have nearly as much ult charge as Conspree did, and they are prepared to defend that side to prevent that same maneuver. There will be a time advantage for Walden for West Salem, almost regardless of what happens here. There's not from yours truly. They are holding objective. They did use the teleporter again, but from a different angle. There's currently a advantage on the side of Walden. The Baptiste ult is out.
4 dead.
It seems like there are 5 dead in favor of Walden, though they are doing it slightly slower. They are on point. They are holding the position. And there's a kill from the McCree, but will they be able to get on point in time? No. It does seem like this is the standard play we're going to see, is that Symmetra. The time was slashed in half for both teams. There is an advantage still for West Salem as they have 22 extra seconds. Those could be extremely vital in capping that position, or that first point, or the second point. That is about this roughly the amount of time it would take to get from spawn to objective, regardless of where you're trying to go. So that is a whole push worth of time right there. A very big advantage on the side of West Salem. I do hope they can cinch it. I do hope Walden can cinch it, since it's shut right here. But I'm not quite sure if we'll see Game 5 yet.
Oh, we are seeing a May come out from Corndog.
Yes, May, as a few people, if you are familiar with the game, may know, May is very vital for slowing pushes. May freezes people solid and creates a massive you can't go through her wall. She creates essentially an entirely new obstacle that people have to deal with. Most characters don't put out enough damage to just get rid of it, is the problem. She also has sustainability as she can freeze herself in a block of ice, and her ultimate freezes everyone in an area over time.
And we are not seeing Symmetra come out, so I don't believe they're going to be going for the exact same strategy, at least.
Yes, there's no Symmetra on the side of Walden as they push forward. May is going to freeze. KX starters get a pick on the Reinhardt. They are pushing in almost faster than last time without the Symmetra gimmick. Jeep does get a kill. It does seem like there is a severe favor in favor of West Salem as the Bell fight happens. Zarya does get hooked but lives. There's yet another 2 kills for West Salem. Forced to regroup. That could cost them the push. Will they be able to set up a bit better so they don't get shoved all the way through to the back?
They're going to do there. They're going to be trying this again to get back into the
There's a ult from the McCree killing the healer. Besides that, you were exactly right. They are trying again with much less, I would say, luck. It seems like once more Walden is shoved back. They do have that one dude playing Moira, who is currently cut off from the rest of the team. There's also KX Star, who's up top, also cut off.
Like two lost children on Christmas Day.
In a Christmas shopping mall, if you will. I do wonder if they'll be able to get back in the fight in time to actually have impact. KX Star does get a solo kill. There's the Tobelstein coming out from the side
but two
of
down.
West Salem. 2 down. KX Star pops ult, is juggling the nano boosted Reinhardt. Does get him before he can ult. There is still an advantage on the side of West Salem. It does not seem like they'll be able to close it, though.
We have gone into overtime.
We have gone into overtime, but I do believe they will be able to take the objective here. I do not know if they get an extra 30 seconds or not. I do believe they do. They get 30 seconds to take the second point. Keep in mind that if they do not take this point, there is no coming back.
It has taken them 15 seconds, half of their time, to even get to the point.
Indeed, that really does show that those 22 seconds will matter when it comes to the side of West Salem. There is a big push, a very early kill on Schwetty's Ana. 2 kills, 4 kills for Walden. 5 kills for Walden. That is the total of 6. They did wipe their team. Can they? No, they are filtering in.
This may be enough.
No, the Hammond is on objective. There is a soldier on objective. Will they be able to filter them out and prevent them from capping it fully through? No, Reinhardt back on objective. Here comes McCree. No, Baptiste. There's a Baptiste ult coming out. I do wonder if they will be able to keep them off point long enough to cap it for about the 3 seconds they need. Junkrat is standing by himself. In comes more teammates. There's the May walls I was talking about. You can see them. They're big blue ice walls. It's just Hammond. Frozen solid. That is a full cap.
Extremely close. Overtime on both points.
Indeed, indeed. I do believe that they have to cap it before overtime on the side of West Salem, though they may both get an extra minute if West Salem caps both points in the 2 minutes, 22 seconds they have available to them. Will we go to Game 5 to decide this series? Or will Walden cinch it closed right here? No Symmetra once again. Little Claus is on Reaper. Reaps is on Reaper. The Little Claus did swap to Soldier. I see one more swap, I believe, from somebody else to Baptiste on the side of Walden. It is a extremely dive-heavy comp that West Salem is going for, and this map does favor extremely deep dives. If you can get into the bell tower, the fight becomes so much easier than fighting out in the open, where you can kind of get beat around and pushed back out. Lil Claus is damaged to start the fight. I believe he tried to rocket jump and is not being healed. Walden has decided to hold the point inside of the temple. Like Tracer's up on the left side. The whole of West Salem is coming up on the right side, coming in to... Oh, and the Maywall keeps Reaper stuck as Walden 3 gets an early pick in this fight. 2 people are on objective, however. I am not quite sure. Reaps is down. I have to go to a different cam. Tracer is trying her best. Conspree is trying her best to keep the objective. Being a complete nuisance that Tracer is, very close, but no cigar. It seems like Walden is putting up a pretty good fight at the moment. Once more, the Maywall's keeping their team separated. Kickstar does finish off the Diva. Oh, it does seem like there was one cut out, but they must have gotten back. Yes, it does seem like I believe that is a Lucio, did get back with the team. West Salem can very easily still cinch this game from Walden's grasp if they can make it through. Maywall
Oh,
preventing West Salem from pushing all at once. Do still make it around as there was a gap. He should be fine. Super Zebra gets 1 kill. May ult comes out. Everyone within this area is now slowly freezing. There is 2 picks, 3 picks, and there was a 4th pick, but Reinhardt has already respawned. Walden handedly pushes them back off the point. They have 30 seconds to tie this game up, and they go to game 5, or this game is over. May is holding her own. There is a door, there is a wall in the way, slowing the push in favor of Walden. Will they be able to make it into the temple and even cause overtime? Yes, it does seem like they will. It seems like we may get a close fight here. Not quite sure. Lukey Boy is fine. There is a ult coming out from the Lucio. There is a ult from Lilquaz. There seems to be even picks, 1 for 1 right now. There's a revive from the Mercy of Walden. It is 6 versus 5. 6 versus 4. And the Big Reaper ult. The Big Reaper ult from Reeves as he gets 3 kills. 4 kills. Conspree takes an extra kill. They will take this objective. Reeves once again showing us why he is Reeps on Reaper. It does seem like they're going to be shoved back. Lilquaz is a bit forward, trying to delay them so his team can respawn. Might have been a poor play. Could have poor repercussions. 30 seconds to completely cap the point. Once again, the Maywall causing problems as it seems like West Salem is pushing into the objective. There is a May ult followed by a Reinhardt ult and a Baptiste ult that sadly isn't going to be utilized. There is a ult from Conspree that might save the game. EMP, no. It does not seem like there will be much happening here. They do only have 2 people on objective. Will they be able to stay alive for the rest of the team to show up? Lucio does have to stand on objective, but he does not have very much time. Lucio is killed. The rest of his team is too far away. Map 4 goes to Walden 3, and this ends our series for the day, 3-1. Very close games and very good plays from West Salem. We do see yet another new face for the play of the game. From the early Symmetra play at the start of the map. Very impressive ingenuity and use of the mechanics that Symmetra has.
I am surprised that didn't go to Reeps for his thing he did.
Yes, the very big, not exactly game. It kept the game alive. It was a very good play. I really would have liked to seen that from his perspective. That is my own bad, as I am the one who controls the cameras. But it is very, very good play from Conspree as well. I would have liked to see more of the Tracer. I feel like they could have had a lot more of an impact on the game this last round. I do believe that is all from us. I believe that is the end of the game here.
Our jobs have been fulfilled. Interesting gameplay from both teams.
A lot closer than I would have thought, but it was still very, very good. I will say Walden did seem to have a big hiccup near the middle of the game.
They were very caught off guard by the Symmetra just kind of going in there.
Yes, it was extremely impressive, that play by West Salem, where they just took the Symmetra teleporter onto objective. And yes, Walden did do it too, but they did not do it nearly as well as West Salem did. There was a 22-second advantage on the side of West Salem. They were very close, but it seems like Walden just had a little bit of extra oomph in them, which is quite a shame because I would have loved to see Game 5.
Yes, I am saddened by the loss of whatever that would have turned out to be.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.